think they're starting to play for each other. Sometimes teams take a while to gel as a team, or players, their young group, figure out how to play for each other, be a team, and guys come down and they feel they got to do individual stuff to get back up. Young guys feel, oh, they see that, then now they got to do some stuff individually and worry about themselves. But that's not how this game works, any team sport. And I think these guys have bought into just playing for each other, and when they do that, everybody looks good on the ice.
On that note, Christopher Steig said one of the things that jumps out about him looking at things through the eyes of a veteran now is how these guys are constantly killing each other, just fighting, and it's like every game is a game 7 to get themselves to the upper level and just to show what they have. It's kind of a hunger thing.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit more about that at this level and just what you see in this team when it comes to
Well,
that?
I think, with Steger too, and I felt it, and I don't like to talk about my hockey, but even when I was in Steger's boat at the end of my career and just wanting to play, and you see how hard these guys work to get to where the next level, right? And it's a toll on yourself because they're coming after you half the time when you got the puck, right? Let's go after that guy. He's played in the NHL. Go after Steger. He's played in the NHL. Let's show him that we can do this. But our guys they know they got to work together, work smart. But it's like we talk about it. We always say game is on the line every time you get over those boards, and that's the way it is for all the teams, I think. And you see that, especially when you play Chicago. It's maybe magnified a little more because it's a big rivalry, but the game is on the line.
The rivalry set this weekend on the road and home with Grand Rapids. A little quick back-to-back. Just what do you tell the team going into a little stretch like that against a division opponent?
Well, it's the same approach, right? Start on time, and when you hop over those boards, be ready for your shift. We're going to go through some, dips and dives and dodges, whatever you want to call it, in the game. But stay the course and you stick together.
One of the things, other than a couple games ago, it seems like you've been putting the puck in the net a little bit more. It's kind of key to this game.
Yeah, it helps.
What has been the difference? Why has that been going in?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing is we're getting more opportunities because we're winning those battles. 50-50 pucks. We're coming out on top of them most of the time now. We're starting to cycle pucks along or spending time in their zone instead of trying to get the puck out of our zone, which will, good things happen when you have the puck down in the offensive zone. You're bound to score some goals. And, whether it was a little luck or just needed to break the ice, but guys are starting to find the net and feel confident.
Are you in where you want to be in that department right now? As far as production that will get you goals?
Yeah, I think we're, obviously our special teams are not the best right now, but we got to keep just pounding it in them and working on it. But 5-on-5, we're playing some real solid hockey, and that's all we can ask for. And that's winning us hockey games, obviously.
You guys are scoring a lot of shorthanded goals too. What do you think is the makeup of this team that enables it to succeed in those kind of stressful situations?
I don't know. I think we have more shorthanded goals than we do power play goals. So what's that tell you? We should take more penalties. And we don't want to have power plays. But no, I just, it's that whole battle thing, right? And I said it the other night. It's like we got to take pride in our special teams. I think we're trying. Trust me, I don't come in here after a game and go, we're just not working hard enough on our. We're doing some good things. They're just not going in, or we miss a net, or we hit a post and then we get down a little bit on the power play. But our PK still lets in a couple, maybe the odd game where you think they'd know by now to pick up that guy back door. But like you said, and all of a sudden we go down and score a shorthand goal and we win a hockey game. So it's hard to get mad at them about it, but we'll just keep working on it.
John Quinville was back practicing. Do you expect him to return this weekend?
I'm doubtful. I think he needs to get some more practices in. That's a long time to be out without full contact practices, but we'll see what how he feels and see what DJ says, our trainer says about his condition, whether it's going to make it worse or he can play through it.
What was the injury on that?
Which one?
Really?
I think he had a shoulder, then he had like a hip thing or something. I try not to get involved too much. I just ask him if he can play, he can play. If he can't, then come and talk to me when you can.
What have
But
you
it's
made of?
multiple injuries. Then.
Well, he banged up, I think it was his hip at camp, and then I think it was his shoulder here during the season. So, but I don't know which one's bugging him.
What have you made of Mackenzie Edwards' play?
It's been solid. I mean, he's still got a ways to go. He's a big kid. He's still a kid. Key word there. He's a kid. He's still got to grow into his body. But I think he's starting to figure the league out. He's getting stronger. His skating's getting a lot better. He's a lot stronger on the puck. So we'll just continue to develop him and build him up, like in the gym and what have you, and put him in situations that he can succeed in.